I did this in a YouTube short, and I'm doing it here. The Raggedies. The Raggedies, I have subscribed to your channel. You have commented several childish comments on my videos. Offensive and childish and terrible. Non-creative. That's what I mean about terrible. So I have subscribed to your channel, and I'm calling you out. Make an interesting video, a thoughtful video where you share your thoughts with your own voice, not somebody else's voice, not like you're a fucking puppet. Your own thoughts, whatever topic it is, share. Post a video on your fucking YouTube channel. I have subscribed. I'm waiting. All right? Calling you out, kid. All right, so today and yesterday has been sort of interesting. It began yesterday when I saw a video where Andrew Tate said that reading books was for stupid people. He said reading books are for stupid people, then proceeding to brag about all his sports cars. And that he needed the chaos in his life because his brain was so advanced. And for me, as a rational person, as a grown-up, I thought that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard on this fucking planet. And I've lived here for 37 years now. So I made a video about it. I made a YouTube short about it. Then I made a longer video about it. Then I got a couple of comments from a guy that I thought were like a child because the comments were a bit off. So I made a video. I do that. Just so you know, my channel is so small that I make videos about comments I'm getting. Not all the comments, but comments that I feel are, conversation pieces, something you can talk about, make something out of. Because I like the idea of discussing things and thinking about things. And so anyway, I made a video about those comments, and that person in the first video that commented, I called him out and said, which I'm doing a lot on this channel. I said, think for yourself, analyze, compare things, this is how the brain works. Thinking of different perspectives and putting perspectives together and trying to understand things from a different view, right? And that's what I'm trying to do. And I talked about that. Why don't you try to do that? Because I was really convinced that this person wasn't kidding. And gosh darn it, this person wrote a really well-written text that checked off all the boxes. It was reflective, it was honest, it was smart, it was everything. So I made another video about that comment, which I don't remember what I call the video, but I felt like me and him had we were very manly in the sense that, how at least I am like that with my buddies and everything. We can argue and really argue about something, but, then we can just shake hands and say, all right, we're done. All right. And we saw more eye to eye. I think he's a cool dude. I think he was a cool dude, and he really sold me on the text. It was a great, well-written text he wrote in the comment section of the second video. Then I started, so then this is so silly, but this is the story. So then I made a video. I have Resident Evil Resident Evil Requiem on an Xbox Series X. An Xbox Series X doesn't have the equivalent of PS Pro. So the Xbox Series X version is the same as the PS5, PlayStation 5 base version console, which means you can just think that I have it on PS5, right? So I said, like, why is the graphics so shitty and so much better in PS Pro? And if you think, well, it's PS Pro, it's better. Yeah, but I won't get into it. But there are ways they could have made the graphics better. You can switch it off to 30 frames per second instead of 60. Anyway, so this person, a grown-up, I had questions in the video, and this person, this grown-up, responded. And I said, thank you. Now I know. All right, thank you. And then it was like 2 other comments down there. Like, I put them together now for the context-wise in this video. It was basically you're fat, poor, and you look like shit, which I thought was hilarious. These two people combining those two people's comments. It was basically the first comment was of these assholes was you're fat and you're poor. PS Pro is only like $700, $700. So, all right. And the other one was, you look like shit. You should take care of yourself or something. And I have very thick skin when it comes to that. I don't care. So I'm more intrigued. And do not get offended by something like that. But I get intrigued. I find it fascinating. That's why this whole thing. I find it fascinating, and everybody who knows me says to me, hey Dan, just let things go. You're just throwing gasoline on fire. But I find this fascinating. I find this fascinating just fun, because it's like it was so interesting that those kind of comments was on a video I talked about Xbox and Resident Evil. Had nothing to do with me being fat or whatever. So I laughed out loud. I thought it was hilarious reading those comments in that, it had nothing to do with it. So I made another video where I talked about those comments. Like, where I talked about that, it felt like these people, and I'll say kids. I'm not sure if they're kids, but if I just base it on the comments themselves, it feels like something a child would write. Someone that hasn't grown up yet, So I call them kids. So I made this video about these kids who made these stupid comments on this video that had nothing to do with that. And I theorized that maybe those were kids that were offended by me talking shit about Andrew Tate. Or I'm a film guy. I'm a film buff. So there are like geeks and gamers, and there's critical drinker, and they are film critics, but they're right-wing film critics, and they drag a lot of people, a lot of young men. They did, now they're going down. They're not so popular anymore, but they drag kids in. Like calling everything woke, and Disney sucks because they're woke, and everything we dislike representation and everything. So on this channel, I've criticized them 1,000,000 times. And Geeks and Gamers looks like a fucking, think of a duck, a duck. And someone exploding that duck with a nuclear bomb. No, not a nuclear bomb. Like a hacked up ugly, I don't know, fuck it. It's ugly as sin, all right? Anyway, the reason why I'm saying this, that these people are showing the Geeks and Gamers, quartering, critical drinker, these film reviewers show repeatedly, again and again and again. That they are ugly people. They call women cows. They call them Shrek. They call them this. They call them that. Women are garbage. Men are the best thing ever. And it's difficult not to compare that with Andrew Tate and that crusade. So this whole thing began with Andrew Tate saying that it's stupid to read books. And throughout all these videos, I've been real with you. And I'm going to say it again. When I was a child, I have bipolar and ADHD. I got diagnosed with those disorders when I was in the 30s. But when I was a kid, I was sent to psychologists and psychiatrists. And they didn't give me a diagnosis like that because it was in the 90s. But they did take a lot of tests on me. And they tested that they say, my mother, people who know me say that allegedly, I don't feel like I am. I don't feel like I am at all. That's the thing. But allegedly, I'm very intelligent. And I'm talking about how since that, when I was a child, I took all these tests. Teachers and everything had, like, you know, people in general have had a high standard for me. Like, you should do this. You suck at, because I suck at math. You know, oh, you shouldn't suck at math. You're so smart, blah, blah, blah. But I do, and I feel like I fail everyone with, intellectually. In school, at least. And I'm thinking, like, when I saw Andrew Tate in that video saying that books were for stupid people, I thought, like, bitch, please. I've read Dostoevsky, Crime and Punishment, and Brothers Karamazov. I've read some books, but it takes me a long time. I really have to focus because I have ADHD. I wish I was able to read more than I can. I can read, but it takes me a while, right? And seeing Andrew Tate in that video, it felt like, okay, so I dated this girl. She was fucking stunning, but she was crazy, like many of them I have dated. But anyway, she obviously had ADHD, but she grew up with a rich daddy. She worked the car, the apartment. She was self-made in her own eyes, by the way, but no, she got everything from her daddy. But her daddy told her when she grew up that no, because she got papers that she had some sort of disability, cognitive disability, and he threw it away and said, no, you don't have it. Forget about it. And I remember saying to her, because she told me this, that's not the way to do it. Because yes, I applaud the idea that we use our weaknesses as strength. Yes, that's great. But we have to recognize them as weaknesses. Like, okay, so I have problems reading books. I wish I was better. I have ADHD. But that makes me have more projects, several projects at the same time. I can sort of manage my ADHD in a way. So that can become like a superpower in that sense. But ignoring it and saying that I do not have ADHD, I don't have a problem with reading. Reading is stupid. That's what Andrew Tate was doing. And I will say my case at that time was that it seems like Andrew Tate is a child with ADHD and cognitive disabilities and other disabilities and psychological issues, but grew up in a family that didn't take that seriously. I know he's half English and half American. I don't know his background. I don't know how he was as a child. I do not care. But I'm making this point that he sounds really, really unhealthy mentally, and he sounds very insecure. I just had to, whatever, fuck it. He sounds really insecure. And that's the thing, boys. And I think that's why people, there's so many mean comments on my videos lately. I don't care, because they're so stupid. But here's the thing, boys. It's all a sham. It's all bullshit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because the rules that, okay, so I got this comment like, oh, you don't take care of yourself. Well, sure, I don't. I can walk 5 minutes and I can work out at this training center, but I choose not to. So I can't complain if you call me fat because I have a choice. If I cared that you call me fat, I would run to the training center right away and do something with it. But I don't. I don't care. And it's good that you take care of your body. That's a good thing. But not in that context. Because you take care of your body because you're fucking shallow. You want women to recognize you because boo-hoo, women don't want to talk to you. And Andrew Tate says that women are under you. And you... here's the thing. I refuse to watch directly an Andrew Tate video or any asshole like that because I don't want to give those fuckers views. So I don't know the details, but... Alright, so here's the thing. I get late. I talked about this before. I get late. Not because of this, but because what's it? Fuck. Norwegian. I'm Norwegian. So self-esteem, high self-esteem. I have house. I'm confident. I know I'm interesting. I have talking points. I am very creative. And that in itself, knowing you're positive, I know my strengths, right? I'm creative. I'm interesting. I'm charming. I can make myself be heard. And I can explain myself in ways that other people can't. I know also my weaknesses. So when you do that, when you like see yourself like who you really are, not like some rules or something you should stretch towards or whatever, just see who you for who you are. You will see your strengths and you will see your weaknesses, but that everybody has them, you know? So I'm using my strength to talk to women when I talk to women. And you know what I love? I love women that can have a fucking conversation, that I can talk to things about, that challenges me. That's when we go to her place and fuck, and we wake up in the morning, it's actually possible to talk and have a conversation, have an intelligent conversation about whatever, right? Because we already established at this fucking bar, because yeah, I'm always at a bar, we established that we both are intelligent grown-up people, and we talk and we like talking. It's not like, I don't see the appeal of looking at women like they're meat or whatever, or then they're under you. And if you're an incel fucker, like you boys that are not clever comments and just mean comments on my videos, it's like, of course, it screams when you come with these stupid comments that you're making on my videos. It screams, yeah, I don't get laid. I blame everyone else because I don't get laid. This fucking Andrew Tate is telling you to blame everybody else for your fucking problems. And that's a victim in my fucking eyes. Just go inside yourself, think. What is your negatives? You have plenty, I assume, but you also have good sides. You have good things about you. Find those good things. Women like men that are confident, that know who they are. Early in life, I knew who I were. I did. I think that's some of the reasons why I'm getting laid. And I feel sorry for you and I want to change it. It's so sad. It's so sad and it's so sad how cowardly you are. Like, you won't comment on my videos where I'm talking about that issue because you know you will get response. You know you will get a response from me or some other people. You know you will get something back. So you come with those fucking comments of yours that's so clever in videos that are not related to that at all. It's so cowardly. You're fucking losers. Come on, man. And oh no, his butt hurt? No. I'm intrigued. I'm like, what the fuck is going on inside your heads? If you're like, oh, he said that about Andrew Tate. I guess I need to come up with something clever. You're fat and you're broke. Yeah, I'm broke. Fat? I don't know. I know that, and you kids should know. There's a lot of women who like a little bit of, I've heard that a lot. They like a little belly in the, I don't know what to call it, but they do, actually, seriously. What women like physically, strong arms. I don't have the strongest arms, thickest arms. I mean strong arms, I mean thick arms. So I'm working on that. Women like thick arms. Just focus on thick arms. They don't care about this. Seriously. Anyway, so you're better than that. Come on, you are better than that, and that's frustrating as fuck. Not because I get offended, because, well, in a way I get offended. Intellectually, I get offended because there's no way that I'm thinking. I really hope this. In a way, it's fucking, because it's so obvious. Like, the people commenting are children, and if they're children, that's sad that children are in such an early age are like defending this monster, Andrew Tate, sex trafficking and everything. And if they're actually like my age or older or young, but grown up, and they make comments like children, that's also fucking sad, because it shows that you're in arrested development. You haven't mentally grown up yet. It's sad either way, and I wish you all the best, seriously. But this is my last video. No, it's not. Probably gonna say something more, but this is so stupid. Okay.